Okay, welcome everybody. We are live with the Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Southeast camp team. We are here to answer any questions you have about camp. If you want to submit them in the comments, or if you have trouble hearing any other feedback, feel free to put that. It's live. Just to start, let's introduce everybody. So if everybody could tell us your name, your camp name if you have one, and your favorite thing about camp.
So, hi, my name is Alicia Washington White, and I work with our career camp, Camp Hero, and my camp name is Bookworm, so one of the girls gave me that. And my favorite thing about camp is really seeing girls come out of their shell. So we have a shy girl who's afraid to go to camp, and then she comes to camp and we really make a difference in her life. So that's really my favorite thing, is when she experiences something new. And I had a part of it.
Hi, my name is Dominique Martinez. My camp name is Sunshine. And my favorite thing about camp is the ability for girls to try new things. So if girls can get out of their comfort zone and try new things, when they get to build on those skills, that's what really excites me.
And my name is Caitlin Rowland. My camp name is Roots. And my favorite thing is just when girls are able to experience all kinds of new things, but they're out at camp, and being able to build on that every year and try new things. Where they started off, they were a little bit scared to come to camp for the first time, and they were able to make it 2 nights, and now they're able to spend 5 nights and go on adventure trips and eventually become CITs and eventually be the leaders of the girls that are, again, scared to come to camp and make a difference in their lives.
I would say it's very similar. I'm Andrea Janacek, and my camp name is Velma. I work with the day camps by community, so when a community comes together and does a whole week of day camp. Along with that progression and just coming back year after year after year, I think camp is just so different than your regular classroom, than what they've been doing 9 months of the year. They're outside, they're without screens, they're just being friends with other girls, and the stresses are back at home.
Awesome. Can each of you go through and tell us about the camps you work with and a little bit about what makes that camp special? Lisa?
Sure. So I work with Camp Hero, if you can see my t-shirt here. Camp Hero was brand new last year. This is our 2nd year. And I also work with Camp CEO, which is also a brand new offering. And both of these camps are specifically for entering grades 9 through 12. So we are really trying to make an impact on our cadets through our ambassadors. So Camp Hero introduces girls to the protective services. So we have fire, police, EMS professionals coming to train you every single day. You're going to learn about CPR. You're going to rappel down a building. You're going to put out a fire. You're going to do actual skills that firefighters, police officers, and EMS do every day. And then you'll be spending your nights at beautiful Camp Alice Chester. And Camp CEO is a little bit more of a business acumen camp, where girls will be learning resume writing. They're going to take a tour of businesses, and they're really going to meet influential women in the city of Milwaukee and surrounding areas that talks about the challenges of being a woman or a minority in a male-dominated workforce. And for that camp, girls will be spending their week at Carroll University in Waukesha County. So any questions about that, I can answer.
Oh, great. So I am at Camp Silverbrook, and it is our staff-led day camp. So we invite 40 to 50 staff members to be trained and prepared to introduce your girls to new things, but also we are also our individual campers camp. So usually girls come alone or with a buddy, so that they can develop new friendships and relationships. And one of the best things about Camp Silverbrook is that we have great hiking trails. We actually have the Ice Age Trail that runs through Camp Silverbrook, and that's something that a lot of girls can separate themselves from others and come out and experience that. And we have an amazing Lucas Lake that our Girl Scout ground surrounds, so we have the ability to explore the lake through canoeing, kayaking, paddle boating, swimming, and have it all to ourselves, which is a really good opportunity.
And I am with Camp Alice Chester. We are in East Troy, Wisconsin, and we are a resident camp, also staff-led as well. So we have about 60 staff to help work all summer long on doing all kinds of activities with the girls. We have a rock wall, so we can go out there. It's a 40-foot tower, and we also have a 10-foot bouldering wall. that the girls can get to climb. And we also have sailboats. We have stand-up paddle boards on the residential lake that we share with the residents of East Troy. And then we also have Lake Swan, where the girls can go canoeing, and it's just great. We have over 333 acres of land for the girls to be able to explore. And it's just really great because the girls can gain more independence and having an overnight camp. And we also have a lot of adventure camps where the girls are able to go off site and all the way up to the UP or down to Chicago. And so great opportunities for older girls as well. And I'm also a representative of Camp iGirl, which is at Alverno College, and that is for girls grades 7 to 12. And they get to work with the professors from Alverno College. It's an all-female college in Milwaukee.
I'm an alum. Throw that out.
And they get to learn about careers in technology. So they've got photography, media. We have a new track this year called GSWISE, where they're going to do all kinds of fingerprinting. And so it's also led with our staff there, aside with the Alverno College. And this is, I believe, going into our 16th or 17th year. So it's been a really great partnership with them, and the girls always love it and come out with great opportunity for learning more.
And I do day camps by community, and so we're on 5 different properties depending on which site the community has chosen for theirs. So we have 2 properties in Kenosha, Woodhaven and Trefoil, and then we have Camp Potawatomi Hills in East Troy, Chinook Program Center in Waukesha, and then Camp Winding River up in Neosho. So it's a variety. Some camps have ponds, some have lakes, some have great water sprinkler toys. But the beauty of day camp by community is we're volunteer led. So it's a community coming together, or a service unit, and it's all the volunteers from that community come to 1 week of camp, and they're from daisies up through high school students are participating in camp. And then once you get to that 8th grade through high school students, they're the ones leading the groups, leading the stations, planning camp all year round for this 1 week. And it's just such a cool progression to see your daisy come and ooh, exciting, nervous outside, to brownie juniors. Juniors start doing canoeing and archery, or just adding new stuff depending on their skill level. And then once they get to 8th grade, they're the new role models in camp and teaching and training the younger girls. So it's also the beauty because it's a family affair as well. We have a lot of camps do dad and daughter day, or adult guy and I. So grandpas, uncles, that favorite neighbor just comes and spends that day with the girl.
We do have a day camp shout out. Dawn Marie Spencer says, Camp Pots, high tens all around. So that is great. We also did get a question, and Dawn was super helpful because Girl Scouts and Girl Scout volunteers are wonderful. But we did have a question about, do you need to previously be a Girl Scout in order to attend camp? Do you have to be in a troop or anything to attend camp?
No, especially
No,
since we just said that Silver Brook is an individual girl day camp, where you can come and you can experience Girl Scouts for the very first time at camp. And to just let you all know, we do also provide troop camping events during the summer at Camp Silver Brook, which actually separates us from everyone else. So if you could, if you have any questions about that, I could definitely help out.
Excellent. Can you all describe a little bit about how do girls make friendships? Maybe, somebody has a girl who's a little bit shy. How can you make friends at camp?
So I can attest to that for Camp Heroes. So last year we had 24 girls attend Camp Hero, and of those 24 girls, only 3 had previous Girl Scouting experience. So everyone else was new. So what happened is that when everyone got off the bus, they came to check in, and these were high school girls, so everyone was very nervous. They were looking around. They weren't sure if they were going to make friends. But typically at Camp Hero, and I think we can attest for all of the camp, is that they meet their counselors or they meet the staff, and then we introduce ourselves. They can pick their own camp names, and that kind of breaks the ice, especially for older girls. And at Camp Hero, they weren't allowed to bring their cell phones, so they almost kind of like died. However, we brought them back. We brought them back to life because we gave them camp names, and then they're doing so much together throughout the week. They're helping each other. They're doing team building activities. So at the end of the week, the girls were exchanging numbers, and they really created lifelong friends. And of those girls, we had 3 continue on the path to become firefighters. So it really does make a difference in some of the girls' lives.
Got another shout out from Suzanne. She said just signed her daughter up for 2 weeks at Camp Ellis Chester,
Awesome.
3 weeks as a PA at Silverbrook and day camp at Winding River. So it's hitting a lot of camp all-star over here. So that was great. Can you tell us a little bit about what type of skills do girls learn at camp?
Good question.
Well, so they definitely learn a lot about leadership because we all have opportunities for girls to step into a leadership role, whether it's being a PA, a CIT, which is a counselor in training, or even just taking leadership within their own unit. We do camper council, and it's just great because the girls are able to recognize those who want to really make a difference in others' lives. And we do give opportunity to our staff. We have, at least at Alice Chester, and I know for sure at Silverbrook, we have a leadership director who that is their job all summer, is making sure that they are doing the best for those girls to learn opportunities to become better leaders, mentoring. Our staff also go through all of this to become better leaders as well. I don't know if there's anything else you'd like to add, but for more skills. They learn canoeing, and I know at Alice Chester Independence, because for the first time they're away and having to put on their own socks and shoes and brush their hair and brush their teeth without mom saying, "Hey, have you brushed your teeth yet?"
And I'd love to say one of the best things is Girl Scouts is all about building courage, confidence, and character. And camp is the perfect place for that. Especially at Camp Silverbrook. All of our camps have very different ways to make that happen. But obviously, we make them put themselves in uncomfortable situations that they are able to overcome. And then that's even in one day. And then they're able to kind of build on those skill sets, right? And that just makes it such an easy way to involve themselves in being courageous and taking risks, calculated risks, very safe risks, but risks nonetheless. And the fact that we have our wonderful person over there that has her girl involved in all 3 camps shows that there is something at every camp that allows for someone to gain different experiences, to go camping, to be a leader at Silverbrook, and then to also be a leader at Winding River. That is a really great opportunity to have a girl involved in progressions that they wouldn't have otherwise had the opportunity to be involved in.
Awesome. We got another comment from Amanda. She says her daughter is so excited for the first time to go to camp for the first time this summer, and she had wonderful experience when she was little, and she's very excited for her daughter.
Yay! And I think that brings up a good point, because there's so many parents of this generation that either they have been a Girl Scout, so they know the power of camp. They're like, yes, I want my children to go. But there's also so many parents in this generation that are like, I'm not an outdoors person. I don't want to send my kid. And I just think Girl Scout camp is such a great way to introductory to say, let's try it. Yes. And then with our day camps where parents can volunteer, or an adult can volunteer, we have a lot of adults who are like, my kid's an outdoorsy person, but I'm not. I don't want to do 6 hours outside. And it's just as much as it's empowering for the girl to be outside and try camp, it's so empowering for these adults to come and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how this is going to go, but they just do it. And they realize, oh, I met a lot of cool other adults, and I got to see who my daughter is interacting with and who her friends are.
Awesome. Got another comment from Aaliyah. She says, hello, ladies. So, hello, Aaliyah. Along those lines, maybe you have a girl who's not new to camp, but maybe she's kind of interested in doing an overnight, but not sure she's ready for a full week. Do you have any ideas of how she could kind of get out of her comfort zone?
Yeah, so I know both day camps, they do offer a one-night option. Silverbrook offers it starting at Brownies, and the day camp by community starting at Juniors. So that's always a great option. They can try that out, see how they do for a night. They're kind of still have that comfort of having day camp during the week, but then just try that little overnight. And then at Camp Alice Chester, we have 2 and 3 night options. And those are evening stars. There's some more fun. And it's really nice because it's a little bit of like a camp teaser. So we'll still do a lot of the traditional activities. So we'll have rock climbing, archery. We'll do canoeing and swimming. Evening stars, they get a chance to actually go off camp if you want to add on horseback riding or caving for the juniors and up. But it gives them an opportunity to kind of see what it's like. It's not super long, and they actually get to check out Camp Alice Chester. And then if they check out one of those options of, trying it out, they can see, hey, maybe I'm ready. Or maybe next year I did the one night, but maybe I'm only ready for a 2 or 3 night. And just going on through that progression. Because as we've all kind of discussed, progression is definitely something we want to make sure the girls are ready. And our staff are really great too. They're trained in homesickness, and they are excellent at dealing with it, because we know it's sometimes really hard for a parent to say, oh my gosh, she's not ready for this yet. And we work with you guys as well on, maybe she has a night ritual that it's really hard to break, or maybe there's just a lot of anxiety leading up to it. And so we say, okay, well, what are some things that our staff can do to help her feel better and safer at night, or more comfortable? And we allow the staff to talk with the parents when they check in, to just make them know, hey, this might be something that you see, and then they also take that then and that information and use it to make the girls feel more comfortable at night, or even just during the day being away.
Aaliyah says, I was just to say it's her first time camping with her troop, so.
Well, welcome to Camp Silverbrook.
Sorry, go ahead, Andrea.
And I think kids are so resilient. I think the anxiety, we do experience some homesickness, and that's why we train the staff. I think so often it's the parents that have more anxiety of, I'm going to hand my child off for an overnight. But it's the parents working through the anxiety and having that confidence that kids, thousands of children are doing this every year with us, and we really are making a huge impact. So the camp directors will work with the parents to help with that anxiety, but really have that confidence in your kid that she really is resilient and she's going to love it.
Yeah. Debbie says, great staff at Camp Alice Chester.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
we have great camp staff all around. Along those lines of kind of, addressing some of the kind of concerns that parents and girls might have, what about if there's bad weather and you're at an outdoor camp, so maybe it's a really hot day or it's a rainy day? What do you do about that?
We can probably each answer a little bit. So at all our camps we have shelters. So if it's sprinkling, we still have fun in the rain. A lot of the program just goes on with the show. If it gets really downpour, if there's any sort of thunder, we all have shelters at our camps that we go under to stay dry or go inside. And then we just are prepared, right? Because
you're Girl Scouts.
We're Girl Scouts.
Be prepared.
So we have activities such as playing games, arts and crafts, bingo. There's just stuff at the ready because we're ready for them.
Yes. And then, so for Camp Hero, we're a little bit different. So firefighters and police officers have to work in the heat. So, but we understand that our girls are not yet the trained professionals. So last year it was extremely hot, and they had on all of the firefighter gear, but luckily we do have, the firefighters are trained EMS. So if someone gets too hot, we always have the option for them to go back up to the MATC campus, which is in Oak Creek, and it is air conditioned, and then they can rest up, get some water, and they can get right back out there. So that is an option, since we're a specialty camp where they do have on gear. And some of the girls, none of them really got overheated, but we do have that option, and we do have trained health supervisors that are with us all the time, considering the circumstances.
And that's a great point. Hydration is a key to camp. We have 3 things that we do at camp. We stay hydrated, we have fun, and we wear sunscreen and butt spray. So this is something that we make sure that all girls are aware of. If there's rain or excessive heat, we have magic games at camp as well. So we try to really be creative, make sure that Silverbrook is a themed-based, weekly theme-based camp as well. So we have themes that we prepare for. Pre-planning is the key. We make sure that we are prepared for any of those events, and we use those pre-prepared games, activities, and maybe even touching base and allowing the girls to kind of create their own games and teaching them how to play again is something that we also do at Camp Silverbrook in the event that there is weather-related challenges. But we try to keep them outdoors as much as we can, because that's the key to camp, being outdoors.
Well, also we also work on training the staff on what to do. So especially at the waterfront, if there is thunder or lightning that happens, they immediately know, okay, this is what happens. This is the procedure. All the staff know the procedures because we go over that extensively with them during staff training, and we repeat it throughout the summer just so they know and they feel comfortable and confident as well.
We do have a question from Aaliyah, and I swear this is not a plant, just a really great question. She says, some of my parents want to know if they could chaperone the day and or resident camp. Are there opportunities for parents or, family members, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas to get involved? Is it just girls getting in on this fun, or can we all get in on it too?
That's a really great question, actually. At Camp Silverbrook, girls are definitely encouraged to have their family members, as a registered Girl Scout themselves, help out and attend 3 to 5 days at camp, and you actually get a discount. So not only is it a yes, but it's a really big yes, because then you can also get some value out of assisting as well.
Andrea, do you want to talk a little bit about day camp?
Yeah, we totally rely on volunteers. So it's kind of the expectation that if you're sending your girl to camp, that we would love for you to take a day or more to come to camp. A lot of the camps do organize by troop, so the troop leaders working with the adults with the different families in the troop to make sure they have enough adult coverage. There's just been some really cool bonding moments. I feel like everyone who goes to camp with their girl has a bonding experience, but there was one particular family last year where it was a new stepdad into the family, and so he came for all 5 days, and it was such a bonding experience for the two of them that I just would love for every day camp to see that or experience. Well, most of them do experience that, but that was just a special time for that family.
Awesome. And then we don't offer that opportunity for resident camp. And usually I just say it's because, we at resident camp, it is a little bit different than day camp because the staff are really developing relationships with these girls, and just having them coming in and out so much is not a lot of stability for these girls who are looking for that in day camp, or resident camp. Just because it's already so different for them. And our staff go through such an extensive training. They have anywhere from a week and a half to 3.5 weeks of training that they have to go through to be at resident camp. And so that's just one of the reasons why. And just having so many people coming in and out, we're really tight on security at resident camp because, we are in a residential neighborhood, and we want to make sure we know every single person coming in and out, and every single person has gone through the overnight training that we require of our staff. And so that's just why not at this time we allow it, but we definitely want everybody to come in on check-in day, come and check out camp and see it and make that experience super fun when you check in your camper.
But one thing that's unique about Caitlin and both of our camps is that we do have the resident camps where we don't have too many opportunities for parents to volunteer, but we do have an awesome parent program that happens on the very last day of camp where all of the parents and families are welcome to come for a short presentation to, give them an overview of the week of what their girls have done, maybe even see some pictures. So that's another way that parents can get involved, and also for the camp open houses.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, resident camp and overnight camp are the same thing in case you're new to camp. So.
Right, correct.
We have a couple of shout outs. Jenna says Camp Silverbrook rocks.
Oh yeah.
We got a shout out. Dawn says resident camp at Camp Ellis Chester was really wonderful for her daughter. She was a little homesick, but the staff did a good job taking care of her and making sure she got through it, even though it was a little bit out of her comfort zone.
Awesome.
And I know somebody mentioned camp open houses. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you can get that taste of camp? Maybe you're a new family to camp and you kind of just want to check it out and have your girl kind of get comfortable with the area and the activities.
Yeah.
Sure. For sure. So, Camp Winding River has, I know I said we have 5 properties. One of our properties has an open house, which is Camp Winding River up in Neosho, and that is Sunday, May 21st from 2 to 4. I'll just keep going, and then you guys can do that. Okay. So it's families just come. You can come as a troop, you can come with your family, you can come all together, and you just tour camp. We're going to have crafts, s'mores, and you get to meet the directors. The camp directors are all volunteers, and you can ask them questions and just see camp and the layout of it is just helpful.
And at Camp Ellis Chester, we are going to have our open house May 20th from 1 to 4 p.m. And again, just very similar. You can come check out the property. We have a lot of the summer staff come in and be able to do some of the activities around camp with the girls. I'll be there and we'll be able to answer questions. And it's just a really great time to come and check out the property, see where they might be sleeping. And then we also, for Camp iGirl, we have an open house at Alverno College on May 30th. So it's the Tuesday right after Memorial Day, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m. We meet at the campus, and you can kind of come out. We do tours of the campus and where the girls will be having their time with the professors, and also where they'll be sleeping. So that's kind of a cool opportunity to check out the campus as well.
Cool. And at Camp Silverbrook, we also have our open house on May 21st. So you can definitely go to Neosho, then come swoop down to West Bend if you like. We will have free popcorn and apple cider with the director. We actually have our entire administration team as well there to let you guys know who is going to assist in running the show there, and just to ask questions from a multitude of different people. We'll have s'mores, and we'll have some arts and crafts, and we'll even hike around Lucas Lake. And if you want to take a small hike on the Ice Age Trail for a small bit, you definitely have the opportunity to do that as well.
So for Camp Hero, our open house is the same as Alice Chester, since that's where the girls will be sleeping. For Camp CEO, we do not have an open house for Hero University or for the MATC campus, so they have specific, guidelines as to where we can't just walk through the campus. However, at check-in, they will be providing tours of Hero University if you do register for Camp CEO.
Are there any, maybe special rates going on right now? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. We have our early bird pricing right now.
Early bird gets the worm.
When do you have to register by?
By May 1st. Yeah, you have through May 1st. Yeah, through Monday.
To get that best deal. Yeah.
Yes. All the camps are $25 off until
$25
then.
off.
So when you register online, the discounted rate automatically comes up. And financial assistance we should talk about.
Yeah.
Girl Scouts is really generous in financial assistance because we don't want girls to be held back for the reason of money.
Yeah.
So when you are applying or registering online for camp, one of the questions will be, will you be applying for financial assistance? And just click yes. And program activity credits, if your girl sold cookies or nuts, she can use those to register for camp.
And if you use your packs and your $25 discount, you'll pretty much have a very good indentation into that ability to come even multiple weeks if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
So definitely register before May 1st.
Before.
Don't wait till the last minute.
Register now.
And there's 10 weeks of wonderful, marvelous weeks to choose from.
How do you sign up for camp?
You sign up at GSWISE.org. So GSWISE.org, and you could register right away. If you need any assistance, we have an amazing customer care team that can help you walk through those steps in order to make sure that you're registered correctly.
Awesome. Well, we'll see everybody at camp if you have questions.
Yeah.